And then also a Phase hero, like I saw this on their Instagram. There's an official Fantastic Four First Steps, the movie that comes out in July 2025. We got a synopsis, reading straight from it. Set against the vibrant backdrop of a 1960s inspired retro-futuristic world, the Fantastic Four First Steps introduces Marvel's first family. Reed Richards, that's Mr. Fantastic, Sue Storm, that's the Invisible Woman, Johnny Storm, the Human Torch, and Ben Grimm, the Thing, as they face their most daunting challenge yet. Forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond, they must defend Earth from a ravenous space god called Galactus, played by Ralph Ineson, and his enigmatic herald, Silver Surfer, Julia Garner, casting, at least that's how they're calling it here, Julia Garner in a Silver Surfer role. And if Galactus' plan to devour the entire planet and everyone on it weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. Scotty, reaction?
A couple of things. There was a lot of talk before that this would be set in the 1960s. And I think the clarification here of the 60s inspired retro-futuristic world was much needed to say, hey, this isn't something that took place 60 years ago, on a different planet. This is a different universe. This is something that's taking place now in a different kind of universe.
Yeah, a 1960s inspired retro-futuristic world. Like, what does that mean? Like, is it going to be in the 60s or not? Like,
it means like back in the 60s when people the 50s and 60s when people imagined what the future would be like.
Yeah.
Kind of like you would see in
like the Stark Expo and stuff.
Yeah.
Like the city of tomorrow.
City
and all
of
that.
Tomorrow. Yeah. Like in the future, you'll have the flying cars.
But like
this is that future.
But, like, what does that mean? Like, these guys are real characters that exist in the world, in the multiverse. How are they connected? How are they going to connect to the MCU? These are the big lingering questions. Like, none of us remember a big Galactus attack in the 60s, right? They haven't never talked.
Right. Well, this isn't the 60s.
It's not the 60s.
Yes.
That's what it's like.
This is what the future would look like in this universe.
So it's just like maybe a branch.
Yeah,
and maybe
we've got robots and we've got flying cars and everybody knows the Fantastic Car, flying around. This is what the future looks like.
Yes, and maybe it means
in this universe.
And per like some comics, even like I feel like this will be like maybe they got to leave theirs and come here, or I mean, there's gonna have to be something that connects them directly in to where like you got sequels and you make this part of Secret Wars.
Oh yeah,
stuff
for
like that.
This is I think gonna bring in the we've got to find a way to beat Galactus, and what if the only way to do that is to destroy our planet or merge our planet with a different merge our universe with a different universe.
That's gonna be it, I bet. And
man, we'll have I think this is where the incursions are going to come in.
Yeah, we're getting we've heard about incursions. They've started laying the groundwork. Just hearing that we're getting a Galactus, that this is happening. That we're getting a Silver Surfer. Like, this is exciting, man. I'm so pumped for this movie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big one.
July 2025. Be ready. Mostly Superheroes is proud to be funded in part by our sponsors. Mostly Superheroes is funded in part by paying patrons who receive early, ad-free, and exclusive episodes. Subscribe at mostlysuperheroes.com/support. Thank you for supporting your favorite independent podcast. Mostly Superheroes is an independent podcast owned and operated by Kerrigan Ventures in St. Louis, Missouri. Hosted by Logan Janis, Andy Hunn, and Scott Swearingen. Brand and creative by Carrie Clark Design. Music by Audionautics. Learn more at audionautics.com. Find more at mostlysuperheroes.com.